Good morning, everyone. It's Dove here. I am on my way back to Indiana, and I'm in Wyoming somewhere. I tried to get dispersed camping right outside of Jackson, but again, it was dark when I came, and those side roads that you have to take to get back to those areas, I couldn't see them in the dark, and there was really a lot of traffic, like so much traffic I couldn't even believe it. So the oncoming lights it was just horrible. I couldn't hardly see anything. I don't have the best eyesight at night, and so that's why I don't like to drive at night. And so I was just scrambling. I was looking for actual real signs, because none of those forest roads have signs. And the only signs I could see were down this road. I have no idea where I am. I'm somewhere in between Moran and Du Bois. And if I were to go back the way I came towards Moran and then turn right onto 191, it would take me up to Yellowstone. But I really have no desire to go to Yellowstone right now. It was 36 degrees inside my rig this morning. I was freezing. And these two blankets that I have, they're not very big. And even though I have two of them, they kept falling off of me because I keep tossing and turning and everything. And I have my pillows and all that. And when I came in, this whole parking lot was full. And so I parked facing out to the road, that little road. It's a very windy, narrow road coming in here. And so I have my windshield screen up there for that. But then for these two windows, I took my sarong, one of my bigger ones, and I actually rolled down the window because it's long enough to cover both of these windows. So I rolled down both the windows and I stuck it just a little bit in there and I rolled it up. And so I had these two windows covered because there was people parked all over here. That van over here, that's the only one left. When I woke up at I don't know, I guess it was 7:30, they were all gone. Except for there was an SUV on this side of the van, and he had his car started and was warming it up. And then there was a car on the other side of him, and he left pretty soon. But yeah, they were all going to Yellowstone, I'm pretty sure, because they left really early. But right here was a great big Class C RV, and then there was some other vehicles. And that van and I are the only ones left here. It's got Reflectix in the window, so I'm sure it's a full-timer. And so the butane, because it was only 32 degrees, my butane was too cold. And thankfully I had driven so far from Arco. I came from Arco to Jackson. I was only going to just drive a couple hundred miles because I left late. I was doing a tour of this guy's van, and I actually did a tour of it, but I can't get it off my phone, so you may never see that one, which is unfortunate. But this was almost fully charged, or it was fully charged when I got here, and then I watched some videos and it went down to 93. And so I just went ahead and used this with my electric burner to make my hot water. And because it was so cold, this thing was still at 89 this morning. Yeah, it's still at 88 because it was just so cold it didn't even hardly have to kick on. All nice and cold. But this is my food bin. I usually keep it over there, but it's real easy just to move this stuff. This vehicle is so big that now I have the luxury of actually just moving stuff around without taking it out and setting it down on the ground. So this morning I'm going to have some oatmeal. I cheated and bought instant oatmeal because I didn't want to have to mess with cooking oatmeal for this short trip out. But it's Simply Organic, and I use one of each of the maple and brown sugar and the apple and cinnamon, and they both fit in this bowl. And I've already got some water in there ready for it, but it's been sitting there so long I'm probably going to have to heat it back up. Let me take you to the sign. Maybe I can tell you where I am. I know I got out and looked at it, and it said a lot of stuff about bears. So we're in bear country, obviously, but I don't know if it's going to tell me where I am. Oh yeah, Buffalo Valley Area Camping, Bridger Teton National Forest. Lots of bear activity, lots of rules. There's no campfires right now, obviously, because of all the fires going on. There's a 14-day camp stay limit. Somebody just pulled in. Yeah, I knew that. I knew where I was. Well, I knew last night, but then I forgot while I was sleeping. So I'll try not to get them in the video. And they have little markings for campsites. So I guess this is number 1. I guess I'm in the number 1 spot. It was so cold this morning. Those blankets just aren't going to cut it. I've got to get something different. I have a bigger blanket at home that I'll probably bring. And I was tempted to go down here, but it was so dark. It was pitch black. And I was frustrated because I had been driving for an hour in the dark already. And so I just didn't feel like taking the chance of going down here and having these 2 sites occupied, and then I would have had to turn around and come back anyways. No campfires. So yeah, I could have gone down there, but only in the daytime would I do that. I'm just not that confident driving at night in strange places. So I just parked right there. That was the only spot left. Like I said, this was totally full up. That person just pulled in. It's really beautiful. I haven't seen any bears, thankfully. I don't want to see any bears. I'm not sure what this is down here. There's water down here. Surely it can't be the Snake River still. I've been following the Snake River for quite some time. It's huge. Sorry, I need a gimbal. Whatever it is, it's pretty. Goes all the way down that way. It might be part of the Snake River still. I really don't know. There's mountains. I don't know which mountains they are. That actually might be the Tetons, but I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with all the different mountain ranges to know, but I know I'm in the Teton Mountain, Bridger Teton, so that big one that you can't really see that much, that might actually be the Grand Teton for all I know. It's really beautiful though. And I did not have time to put out my shower tent. And what I'm really thankful for is the size of this rig, because now I don't have to. Like, it's not a requirement like it was in that Nissan Rogue, where I absolutely could not go to the bathroom in that thing. And this was clean. It rained twice when I was in Arco at that free campsite, which gave her a free shower, and now it's dirty again. But see, now I can just keep my little porta potty right here, and I leave myself plenty of room around it so that, you know, I could just take off the lid, sit down, do my thing. I've got my kitty litter here, and then when I'm done, I can just go forward on my knees and pull up my pants. So it's not the most comfortable way to go to the bathroom, but it's better than, you know, going in the woods or putting up that shower tent in the middle of the night, you know. And there was no way I could have done this in that rental. So I'm really happy about the size of this. And to be honest, I thought I was going to be intimidated driving it, but it's not that big of a deal. I've never driven anything this big, and I got used to it in about 10 minutes actually. And now it almost feels like I'm driving my old Galant. And believe me, I'm not. I mean, look how tall this is. I'm standing up and I'm just barely touching this. So this rig is taller than I am. I've never driven anything this big. I love it. I'm still in love. I'm not in love with the CD player. There seems to be something wrong with it. I'm gonna have to, like, it works but only kinda, so I think maybe it needs cleaned. I'm gonna have to stop and get one of those CD cleaners that, you know, it's a CD and you pop it in your CD player and it cleans it. So I need to do that because it does semi work, and I know my CDs are okay because I played them in that rental all the way here. It's about 50 degrees in there now. I brought my little clock from home. It's a clock, but it also shows the temperature and the humidity. Oh, it went up to 54, yay! It's not 1 o'clock here. It's 1 o'clock back in Indiana. I didn't change the time, so it's 11 o'clock here. But that means I do need to get back on the road soon. I just threw my pillows over there for right now. I have to pack everything away. I made my coffee already. And I love this light. I really do. I'm so grateful Robin showed us this light. Robin from Creativity RV. It's like a little huggy light. It's made to put around your neck. And it's got lights on both sides. And believe me, the first setting is plenty, and I only use one of them. But when it's dark out here, you don't want to light up your whole rig unless you have window coverings, and I don't. That's definitely going to be one of the very first things I do, is make window coverings for all these windows, because I don't like this makeshift thing. This is really sheer, so it's barely giving me any privacy, but you know, it's better than nothing. Oh boy. Okay guys, so I guess that's it for today. I have no cell phone coverage up here. I'm using T-Mobile, and there's nothing up here. So if you come up here, just don't expect much. Maybe Verizon would have coverage up here, but not T-Mobile. Somebody else just pulled in. It seems like they just pull in and then leave. Most of them. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye.